Hey everybody, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you doing? So, I know I'm pumping them out today, you guys. I'm in my junk room. This is just like a little office that we have in our house where we keep just the old piano, just old stuff. So, anyway, today I want to do a story time because I haven't done a story time in a long time, and I've got a good one for you guys. So, first of all, let me preface this by saying that I'm not glorifying drug use. If anything, I'm trying to show you what not to do. These are just my stories from back when I was in active addiction, and they're pretty fucking crazy, so I share them with you guys. Anything that I share in my videos is, you know, just my story. It's just stuff that I did, and, you know, I'm not trying to glorify or encourage anyone to go out and do these things. This is a trigger warning. If you are easily triggered or you do not like hearing about drinking and the use of illicit drugs, please X out of this video and go check out one of my other videos because I have lots of videos without story times in them. So, this story time, I cannot believe I've never told y'all because maybe I have, but I don't think I have. This story time was back whenever I was in my relationship, my abusive relationship with LD, and he has passed away, so R.I.P. LD. So the year was, we started dating in 2001 or 2, so it was probably about 2003 or 4, maybe 2005 when this happened. So I do remember I was working at the revenue office, and the way my schedule was there was Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. So I had the weekends off, and it was a pretty good paying job. So, I was able to work that job, and then LD worked a part-time construction job, and we made ends meet. So we had us a nice little trailer, nice furniture, and we were living comfortably. We had enough money to do what we like to do and get high, every day basically. So I remember it was a Friday night, and every Friday when I would get off work, he usually had my car while I was at work. So he would come pick me up in my car, and we would go to this taco place right down the street from our house. And we would get these freaking humongous tacos, you guys, with cheese smothered all over the top of it. They were so good, but they were like big. Burritos, excuse me. And they were like big, and they had the cheese all over the top of them. I mean, they were stuffed full of big ass burritos, and he would get one and I would get one. We would go, and then when we would hit up our dealer, we'd get a bag of pot, and then we'd get a bunch of pills for the weekend, and we would go home, eat our burrito, get stoned, just living the best life, living the best drug addict life. Well, this night we were at the house, and the way our house was is people would just come over. They would just show up. Like, everybody knew Nicole and LD are just kicking it. They're getting stoned. They're getting fucked up. They're chilling. We can go over there. We can lay on the couch. We can get stoned and fucked up, too, for free. So a lot of people would do that. They would just come over. We would smoke them out. And so we were chilling, watching TV, and a bunch of our buddies came over. Quincy, who is also dead. R.I.P. Quincy. He died of an overdose. Quincy, Justin, and Chaston came over, and then Pamela and and LD's sister Desiree came over, and they all came over, and they were like, "Yo, there's a party down the street, across the way on Little Mazarin," and Little Mazarin Road was like right across the street from our house, and so you just drove there and it went up a hill, but that whole road, this family lived on it, and nobody else. Like, it was this family's land, and so everybody that lived up there was related. So they were having like a big, kind of like just a party, cake party, drinking and smoking and doing whatever else. So they were like, let's go. Let's all get in the car and let's go. So me and LD got in my car, and then they got in their truck, and we all went up to Little Mazarin to hang out and get drunk. And the way the parties were we were outside. We were in the country. We got the cake set up there. We got a bonfire. Everybody's drinking, smoking, having a good time. And I'm making my rounds, okay? And y'all got to remember, when I drink and I smoke, and I'm taking pills, I get real outgoing. I'm talking to everybody. I'm making my rounds, talking to all the guys. Hey, flirting a little bit. And LD is just over there hanging out with the dudes. And so LD sees me flirting with this guy named Ned, which is like the oldest brother of like 6 brothers that live in this house. And you got to remember now, this is like country dudes. Like, they all live on this land. And so I wouldn't say I was over there like doing anything wrong, but like we were dancing and kind of just hanging out, you know. But I mean, he knew I was LD's old lady. We were just having a good time getting drunk. Well, I walk over and I'm standing by LD and I'm drinking a beer, and that's when he grabs the beer out of my hand and he threatens to bust it over my head if I don't act accordingly. And Ned heard him do this, and so they got pissed, and Ned and his brothers all like ganged up on LD and was trying to fight him. And so I'm like, oh God, please, you guys, like, he's not going to do anything. He's not going to hit me. And y'all have to understand, like, they knew LD. They knew that he hit me. They knew that he beat me. And he would hit me. Like, when we would go home, he would beat my ass. And so, LD got in my car and started it up and was like, come on, let's go. So I got in my car in the passenger side, and that's when all hell broke loose. Ned and his brothers jumped on the hood of my car, and they punched my windshield in completely until it shattered. Then one of his other brothers came over on my side where my passenger door was and literally rocked it and pulled it until my door came off the hinges. I am bawling my eyes out. I'm screaming. I'm like, come on, let's go. They're jumping us. Oh my God. Oh my God. And so LD slams on the gas, and we pull out of there, and he goes around the curve, and I fall out of the car and roll down the street. My door goes this way, I go that way. He slams on the brake. Get in the car, bitch! Come on! And I run, grab my whole door, and jump back in the passenger side, and we pull into our neighborhood and into the driveway. I was bawling my eyes out. My car is totaled. My car door is off the hinges. My whole windshield is shattered. We just got jumped by these people we were supposed to be cool with. All because we were all drunk. That's what happens when dudes get drunk and they start like, all hell breaks loose. So I was like, what am I going to do? So I called the police. I made a police report. The police were like, what happened? And I told them, we got jumped, you know. Are you sure you weren't drinking and driving? I was like, we just got jumped. You guys, thank God. I had full coverage insurance. My insurance paid for it. I got it all fixed. And we never went back there again. True story. So that's the story about me getting gang banged, jumped, basically gang jumped, and our whole, like, oh my God, you guys, when I tell you, my whole car was fucked. They fucked us up, and all because of some bullshit fighting back and forth girlfriend stuff. So the moral of the story is, don't drink and don't fight with your girlfriend, especially in front of a big crowd of dudes. I'll talk to you guys later.